Folks, hello and welcome to Tavern Chat. I'm your host, Tenkar, your bartender in the OSR, and sometimes these videos write themselves. This was brought to my attention last night. Wizards of the Coast is kind of going on a hiring spree. If you actually, I'll link the website where they list all the jobs, and hey, maybe you'll find a job that fits you and your talents, and maybe you want to work for WotC. I'm sure there's worse jobs out there. But they are looking for a director of strategic response communications. So, strategic response communications. What does that sound like to me? Well, that sounds like to me they need somebody to put out fires. At Wizards of the Coast, we connect people around the world through play and imagination. From our genre defining games like Magic the Gathering and Dungeons and Dragons to our growing multiverse, their multiverse. They want to be like fucking Marvel. They want to be like Disney. They've got it planned out. It's their multiverse. They need IPs that are going to be overlapping and building upon each other and in different markets. Multiverse. Take that, underline it. We continue to innovate and build new ways to foster friendship, fun, and connection. and fuck with our loyal fans and audience because it's what we do right now. That's where you come in. We are seeking a dynamic and creative communicator with deep understanding of gamer communities, which, by the way, we at Wizards totally lack at the moment. We have no connection, no understanding of the communities that we actually sell to, that we actually market to. And we'd like somebody to keep us from stepping on our dick. And that's where you come in. And their track record of crafting compelling stories. Stories. I'm not going to say lies. That might be a bit too strong. But hey, look at my hand. Oh, what went over there? We want you to be able to distract when shit goes down. To lead our strategic and rapid response communication efforts. Now, why the rapid response? Because Wizards does stuff without thinking. Hey, Pinkertons, how would you go about getting back cards that were released too early? Oh, I don't know. Fuck it, send the Pinkertons to the guy's house on a Sunday morning. That's how I'd go about it because there's nothing that anybody in the gaming community is going to say about Pinkertons. None of us in the gaming community have any idea the history of the Pinkertons and why use the Pinkertons, as was pointed out by another channel. Um, they have connections at Wizards of the Coast. They have connections at Hasbro. They're in positions of leadership, former Pinkerton. So I'm sure it's like, oh, yeah, I'll call up Bob. Hey, Bob, you got a team out there nearby where we can get some of our cards back? Yeah, you can threaten them with arrest, with legal action. Come on, yeah, let's do it. So you need somebody to put out those fucking fires, and that's where this position comes in. As a member of the Wizards communication team, you will partner closely with many cross functional teams to develop impactful, rapid response, and crisis communication strategies. All right, so the next time Kyle Brinks goes out there and says he can't wait till there's no more white men like him in positions of authority in the hobby, let's just find a way to put that fire out and rephrase it as can't wait to we have more representation of minorities and people of color and alternative lifestyles as opposed to just saying let's get rid of half the hobby. Come on. That's again, you've got to be able to put out these fires. That's why you're needed. You'll implement and respond through the lens of deep familiarity with our brand's diverse global communities and understanding of the general business landscape, which, by the way, we are totally clueless. That's why we need you. The ideal candidate is a storyteller with experience working with long standing and passionate, diverse fandoms. Because passionate and diverse fandoms are the ones that will call you on your shit. We need somebody who's skilled at dealing with that because at Wizards, honestly, it's lacking. You can distill complex concepts into easy to understand communications for global internal and external audiences. You possess the ability to analyze opportunities and risks associated with external inquiries, and a strategic judgment to respond accordingly with preparedness, empathy, and a people first approach. Most importantly, you are enthusiastic about the gaming community because, again, let's be honest, Wizards hasn't been over the last couple of years. The gaming community has not been, it's been their market. You had a value because they were selling to you, but they didn't really care about you. You were a source of money. Now, they've stepped on you enough that they realize they got to fix that shit. A trust builder, a trust builder. Again, think about that. Wizards of the Coast knows they've lost the trust of the gaming community, of their biggest fans, of the people that were the most loyal ones. They've lost the trust. We need somebody to come in and build that trust back up. And are eager to tell our brand stories. This position will report to the Senior Director of Communications and Publicity, who I will tell you right now probably does absolutely nothing but listen to what their junior says and either goes thumbs up or thumbs down or one up, one down. You make a decision, and if it's wrong, it's your fault, but if it's right, I get the credit for it. What you'll do: advise on communication strategy and process with business partners in legal, marketing, game design, investor relations, product, and other internal teams as appropriate. Appropriately handle roadblocks that impact execution. Roadblocks that your fellow Wizards of the Coast executives will gladly put in front of you. Lead the strategic development and implementation of effective crisis and rapid response strategy plans, including, there we go, social media and press strategies, press releases, statements, because right now, Wizards of the Coast is relying on who knows who. We don't know who made that statement. We couldn't tell you who made that statement. That's their biggest defense right now. Oh, content creation and FAQs, facts, ensuring best in class crisis response communications preparedness. Build partnerships with key internal partners, collaborating across teams and locations to share information, manage project timelines and expectations, coordinate with legal teams to ensure that all communications are legally compliant, and do not put the organization at risk of liability. That's important. Provide reports and analysis on key issues. Monitor and evaluate results of communications plans using specific metrics to track progress and insights for continuous improvement. Spot trends. Monitor for emerging or active issues and see around the corner to predict what might happen next. Hey, listen, if we send those Pinkertons to pick up shit on a weekend, that might not make us look good. Really? Really? Oh, wait, that OGL 1.1 where we asked for 25% of your Kickstarter earnings above 750,000, where we basically say we are going to revoke the old OGL, where we basically accuse third-party publishers of being unable and unwilling to police themselves, have an onerous contract. But we're going to call it OGL because, OGL is something that people like, even if they don't know what it means because they're stupid. Yes, all that stuff. Predict what might happen next. Oh, yes. If we had somebody of this, I don't know, responsibilities working at the time who was competent, maybe we wouldn't have had the incompetence that we've recently seen. Respond to intermittent and unexpected issues that may occur and result in work activity outside of standard working hours, which means you're salaried. You're going to be working more than 40 hours a week. Oh, wow, you need 8+ years in gaming related corporate communications and public relations experience. In-house or at an agency or a blend of both. Wow, there's a lot of stuff. I don't know anybody who would qualify for this, but in any case, you need a passion for the Magic the Gathering, Dungeons and Dragons, and the overall gaming community, which again, there's no passion for that at Wizards of the Coast right now. It's an obligation that they'd rather not deal with. They're going to now at least have somebody in-house deal with it. Continuously champion, promote, and advance diversity, equity, and inclusivity. Alrighty. So, folks, there's a bunch of jobs up at Wizards of the Coast. I will include a link in the show notes. Maybe you'll know somebody who wants a job at Wizards. I don't know. Some of them are remote. Some of them might work for you, and maybe you have the background to get those positions. Again, but this job is something that should have been filled 6 months ago, minimum, before they started stepping on their own private number repeatedly, and then whacking it with a hammer just to make sure it wasn't missed. So, on that note, stay safe, be well, God bless, roll those dice, roll them well. I'll be back with another video tomorrow. This Wednesday, talking crit, Jeff Jones. Jeff did the layout for Torchlight 0 and 1. He's doing a layout on Continual Light, the digest size, which I know it's in a holding pattern. I want to know what's happening with the Creative Commons and the 3.1, 3.5 SRD. So forgive me for holding off on that for now. All right, folks. God bless. I'll see you all later. Be good.